back to DIY Builds in the great state of Texas. My name is Phil, your host. We got Duke over here and Elizabeth asleep, so won't be seeing them today. But welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you've seen one of my videos, welcome. I do feature a lot of builds that I do and hopefully give you some ideas. And if you're not a builder but you're just interested in boom boxes and you'd like to purchase one, I do sell them. And today we're going to be doing something a little different. I have my cooler boom box you can see right here. I shot an old video of my first videos, but I'm going to do this again, give everybody kind of an update of what's going on. And at the end of this video, I have a sneak preview of my mega boom box build. Please stay tuned for that. So anyway, what we have here is, this is an 18 quart Igloo cooler. Now I actually bought this cooler at a, what was I going to say? Oh, I bought it at a sporting goods store. I don't know where my brain is. It's 10:30 at night. I'm a little bit tired. Oh, by the way, y'all, that's not blood. That's actually paint, and I was painting my speaker stuff, and you're going to see that in just a few minutes. So anyway, this is my Igloo cooler, 18 quart. I really like this cooler, and I'll tell you why. Because it's the perfect size. It's not very big. It'll fit in an inner tube when we're floating down the river. It's great for taking it to the beach or the pool. It's very lightweight, very portable. What I really like about this cooler is this little trap door that it has right here where you can put some extra things. It is waterproof, and that's one thing I like about these coolers, is because you can make them waterproof, and they're waterproof radios basically. And this one here features a couple of 6.5-inch Boss waterproof speakers, and these speakers actually have a fantastic sound. I really like the way they sound. Of course, I've got one here on the other side as well. And looks really good. Let me show you this little trap door right here. Again, this is a waterproof compartment. And as you can see right here, I've got the FM decoder, which is an FM radio. And it has Bluetooth built into it. And of course, we have the USB port right here, the voltage meter. And this one has the accent.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
And it sounds really good. And I really like the way it looks. And of course we have the remote control right here on some Velcro. And oh, I didn't show you this little feature right here. This is where you charge the battery. This one has a lithium-ion battery on the inside, and I'll show you that in just a second. And I like this little, again, this compartment is completely watertight, completely sealed. And it's great because it protects your components. You might even have enough room to put your phone in there and lock it down. Now, some people have been asking me, well, hey, can I use this as a regular cooler and have my components? Not this particular model. Now, I know there's some guys out there that do modify their coolers and seal off their compartments and everything, so you can use it as a cooler, but I look at it like this. This is a radio. And it's a radio. Like, for instance, if you had a boom box, you wouldn't try to put drinks and sandwiches inside your boom box. Why? Because it's a radio. Well, that's what this is. Just because it's waterproof and it's a cooler, it's still just a radio. Most people also have a really big cooler with wheels, and this thing will sit right on top of it. Now, another thing I did do is, on this one here, I did have an antenna right here on the top, but I really didn't like that. And to me, that was a potential spot for a leak, so I just kind of sealed that up with some tape, painted it. So my next design, I wouldn't do that. What I actually did was, let me show you the inside here. Of course, you can see the radio and the switches and everything coming in there. There's the inside of it right there. I hope you can see that on camera. And of course, the speakers, and there's the lithium-ion battery down there. And here's the amplifier right here. That's about a 100-watt amplifier, and all the wires. Now, you see this white wire that's coiled up right here, and it kind of goes out and goes into the handle? That's actually the FM antenna for this radio. Instead of having an external antenna, you can see right here where I had the hole, I kind of like having an internal antenna. This was kind of my first cooler build, kind of messing around with things and see how it works with it. Lithium-ion battery is very light. It works really well. So anyway, hope you guys like that. Like I said, I'll show you right here. I kind of scored the, I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Let me see if I can drop this up a little bit here. You can see I put the wire up inside here to come out of the box to try to get better reception. Now, it doesn't get the best reception inside, but outside it works perfectly fine, which we're going to use a waterproof cooler anyway, by the beach, by the pool, by the river, I'm hoping to take this one this summer to go floating down the river. Really looking forward to it because it's got a really good sound. So I'll tell you what, let me pause this and go get my phone. I left my phone in the other room. And we'll crank this up and do a little sound check and see how it goes. So we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this fired up and see what happens. It does have an accent.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
All right, let's see what happens here. Oh, shoot. That's the wrong video. Well, let's go with this one. See how this sounds. Anyway, I hope you guys like this little Igloo cooler, and I tell you what, it's not a hard project to build. It works really. Oh God, I hope I turn that back on. Yeah, okay. Make sure I was recording there. It's a fantastic build, very easy to do. Now, I want to tell you guys right up front here, if you've never built a cooler before, please, please, please cut your holes outside. When you start cutting the holes in these things, the insulation makes a huge, huge mess. It goes everywhere. So, if you don't want to be sleeping on the couch, your wife's going to get mad at you, please cut these outside because it makes a horrible mess. The insulation goes everywhere. But you can see the end result's really cool. These are great speakers. Now, again, I went with the Bosses. These are probably, I don't know, $30 speakers. Sound really good. I've seen some Kicker, waterproof, Polk audio. The sky's the limit, whatever you want to do. Now, as far as painting the box, I don't know. I thought about trying to paint this, but I don't know how well painting a cooler would go, so I'm a little afraid to do that. So I kind of like the way the colors look. Everything's really good. But thanks for watching, guys. Now, if you guys hold on just a minute, I'll give you an update on the Mega Boombox build. So we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we're back, and let me see if I need to pull the camera back a little bit because this thing really takes up a lot of room. Tell you what, let me move this tray out of the way so I can put this all the way up here. And let me check the camera angles right here. See how this looks. Alright, lighting is terrible in here. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, this is the Mega Boombox build, and I just wanted to show you what I did. I did something I've never done before, but I figured it was necessary because the amount of money I'm spending on this project, the amount of time I'm going to be spending on it is more than I've ever done. and I want to make sure this is perfect. So what I did was I went to the store and actually measured the speakers with the speaker grills that I'm going to be using for my project for the 6.5-inch kickers. And of course I measured the radio. This is where the USB port and the voltage meter is going to go. And of course right here on top, that's where going to be the 6x9s. Now you can see the 6x9s are going to hang off just a little bit, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. The reason I say that is the only 6x9s I have access to right now are Boss. I have some Boss 6x9s, and the covers actually measure 10 inches. And you can see that's as close as I can get with that handle right there without hitting the covers. So they hang off about a 1/2 inch on each side, but I'm hoping that the grills for the kicker speakers are going to be a little bit smaller, not as beefy as the grills for the Boss speakers, and hopefully it'll come in just a little bit. But I went ahead and tried to go with 6.5s instead of 5 1/4 because I was just trying to fill that one spot right here. But I'm going to go ahead and cut into this bracing a little bit. And I'm hoping that won't weaken the box too much. I mean, if worst comes to worst, I'll put some bracing on the inside to brace it up. But you can see the double din radio is going to fit here. And of course, the 6x9s are going to be on top. And it's going to be a bad boy. I'm really getting excited, and I hope you are too. Like I said, right now, the speakers will be on order, hopefully very, very soon. I have everything else I need for the build. And I can't wait to start this project. So we're looking probably beginning to mid-February by the time I get this finished. And I'll definitely do a long video showing you everything that's going on the inside. We're going to have, again, 2 6x9s, 2 6.5, double din Pioneer radio with CD player, Bluetooth, AM, FM radio. We're going to have an antenna on the corner over here, and on the back we're going to have a regular plug. We're going to have a charging port for the batteries. We're going to have 2 batteries on the inside. So this is going to be the biggest, the most expensive, and the most complicated build I have ever done, because it's going to have a power supply, batteries, automatic switching relay to keep the batteries and the power supply from touching each other, large radio, large amplifier. And for the first time, I'm using something I've never used before. It's called a step-up voltage box. And the reason I say that is the amplifier uses 37 volts. So this is only going to be a 12-volt system. So the step-up transformer is going to step it up from 12 volts to 37 volts, which is what the amplifier wants to be able to get you the 400 watts that you're looking for. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Phil with DI Build Boomboxes in Texas. And thank you so much for joining me today. And if you want to talk to me on Facebook, I have a Facebook page called I Love All Things Radio. We have a lot of builders in there. If you have a question about anything, please ask questions. That's what we're here for, to help you out. If you're looking for me to build you something, I don't know if something quite this ambitious, but hey, if you pay for it, I'll build you one. Or if you want one of my other builds, I'd be happy to talk with you about getting one. If you have any questions, please answer them. And right here at the bottom of the screen, or somewhere around here on the screen, it's going to say the name of my page is I Love All Things Radio. That's I Love All Things Radio on Facebook. And thanks, guys, for watching. And we'll see you next time on DIY Builds in Texas.